All right, Jerry, thank you very much. 51-26 win over Washington State. Coach, you guys go to 5-0, 2-0 in the league, and little hit and miss the first half, but your team really responded well coming out in the second half.
They did, and give Washington State credit. We knew offensively that they were going to be a handful. I think a quarterback threw, really accurate thrower. First time getting to really see him in person. Marcus Wilson, was what he was advertised for. So, we knew it was going to be a game going back and forth. We made a couple mistakes in the first half, but we felt like we regrouped a little bit at halftime. I think our coaching staff made great adjustments on both sides of the ball. And really that third quarter, I think, was the difference. So.
Yeah, and the third quarter started with an 18-play, 76-yard drive where you guys really reestablished that line of scrimmage, run-pass combination, but to take it down to open the second half was real key.
It was. We talked about it. We were going to get the ball at the beginning of the second half, and that first drive was going to be key for us, kind of setting the tone for what we wanted to do. And I think everybody contributed and made plays. It was something like 11 runs, 9 passes, or 11 passes, 9 runs, or something like that. But I thought we were balanced. We had a lot of guys contribute. And they made us work for it. They did a decent job, so I give Washington State credit. They did a real good job. I thought defensively they had a good plan, and it took us a little while to get on the right track, but I think we got on the right track by the end of it. So.
Opportunity for your team to learn, too, in a close game like that, on the road. A few things with the momentum going Washington State's way at the end of the first half. It was a great opportunity for your team to learn in the second half.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. You get a chance to hopefully you're not making the same mistakes twice, and every week is its own season, and how the games themselves unfold. We know in this league it's going to be a 60-minute game. We're not going to. We don't have any delusions that at halftime it's going to be this. It's going to take 60 minutes, and we've been like that, and we think we're built to play for the whole game, and really proud of how our guys can continue to keep fighting and keep battling away and finish against what I said. I said it during the week that I thought they were a good football team, and I think coming away from it they're a good football team. So.
I thought your defense played really well. 7 sacks of Halliday, tough guy back there, kept getting hit, it gets back up again, but your defense played well all night long.
They did, and I think there were some receivers out there that made some plays for him, made some big catches, and really tipped my hat to him at quarterback. I thought he threw some great balls, and he took a lot of shots, and was really impressed first time again. Really seeing him in person, chuck the ball around a little bit. So.
The play by Avery Patterson, the pick six, really, again, you can't say it broke their back, but that was a huge play in the game that really jumped you guys up.
It was, that's what this is. It's a true team. I think our offense went out and responded in what they had to do, and then when their defense can contribute with a score on defense, it makes it difficult for anybody to get back in the game, and that kind of distanced us from them a little bit. So.
Kenyon Barner, great game, close to 200 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns, just stayed with it. He took some shots out there, but you just keep plugging along. Before you know it, you pop one like you did.
Yeah, and that seems like that happens to us a little bit, but it's a matter of kind of wearing the other opponent down, and I think sometimes our conditioning becomes a weapon for us, and we got some guys that can hit some home runs when they get a shot, and I thought Kenyon played really, really well today.
Well, you get the road win, head back home against Washington. It's going to be a big game in Autzen Stadium next week, but that home crowd is really going to be a key.
Yeah, it should be. We love being at home. Obviously, Washington had a big win right in this stadium last Thursday night, so we're excited about the challenge, and we're going to go back to work on Monday.
All right, Coach. Congratulations. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, thanks.
All right, Jerry, back up to you.
Was Marcus' first road game tonight? How do you think he handled the pressure?
I thought Marcus did a nice job. No one's going to play a perfect game. I didn't call a perfect game. He didn't play a perfect game, but made some plays for the first time. I think people challenged him with his feet and did a real nice job running and keeping drives alive. Had a couple really nice reads, getting the ball on people. But it's when you're dealing with a freshman, and that's what Marcus is, redshirt freshman. It's every opportunity is an opportunity to learn from him. So for his first one out of the gate, to be 1-0 out the gate, I think it was a pretty good deal.
Coach, what was the message at halftime?
We're going to go back out and play the second half.
Anything? Did you have to say anything to get them fired back up?
Not with these guys.
They were kind of flat coming out of the first half.
No, I like to give the other team credit. I don't know why other people don't like to do that, but I'd like to give Washington State credit. I thought they played well in the first half. So.
Talk about the challenge of your second year. They saw a lot of balls tonight.
Yeah, they did. I don't know the final number, but we knew going in they were going to throw it first and then throw it second and then throw it third and then continue to throw it every once in a while. Once every 15 plays he'd hand it off to the running back. But that's Mike, and that's what Mike does. And we knew it was going to be a big challenge, not only just for our secondary, but for everybody. For the front in terms of generating a pass rush, guys having to stay in coverage, and they've got some receivers that. Obviously Wilson, I think, is a real special player. But I was really impressed with the other guys in terms of how well they caught the ball. Seems like they got a pretty good understanding of what Mike's doing offensively. So, that's what you're going to get when you're playing this Washington State team with Mike there. Is that you're going to get 60, 70 throws, and we planned on that all week long in practice. And we got what we planned for.
Hey, Chip, sorry if you've already talked about this, but can you address those 3 sacks at the end of the first half and maybe how that kind of helped slow down Washington State, but also gave you guys a little bit of momentum going back in the first half and kind of killed any momentum they had at that point?
Yeah, we always talk about that pass defense takes 11, and it's everybody. It's a pass rush, it's coverages, it's linebackers disrupting routes and not letting guys down the field. So obviously that was big for us to really kind of push them back, and take them out of the scoring range. And anytime you get a sack on the quarterback, it's really a negative thing. The statistics are really tough. It's like 8% of the time you score when there's a sack within that drive. So our guys understand that. We think we can get to the quarterback with not always having to sell out and blitz, and that's what we did. And that front of ours, I think, is a good group, and kind of sets the tone for us on the defensive side of the ball, and they did it again tonight.
You said earlier in the week that pass defense starts with the pass rush. How much did those guys up front help the secondary?
Yeah, I thought they did a great job. Not letting him, keep his feet comfortable, and I think, very rarely were we bringing a lot. And all out blitzing them, and really trying to generate a pass rush with 3 and 4 guys, and I thought those guys did a good job.
Did you know before the season exactly what you had in Barner? Or it was like,
yeah, I mean, he's been our, along with the Michael, they were the 2 main horses for us, running wise, and he had some great games. Kenyon, Mike didn't play against Arizona State, and Kenyon had a great game, ran for 170 that game. I've got a ton of confidence in Kenyon. I think he's one of the better backs in this country. So.